Hi, today I want to share a story with you for the Dragonboat Festival. And the story is about Yuan. Now Yuan, he lived with his mother in a little village. This is Yuan's mother. She was a farmer. Every day she would call Yuan, say, Yuan, come, help me milk the cow. But Yuan, he liked to read books. He said, I like to read. I like to read my books. And Mama said, Yuan, come, help me plant the vegetables. And Yuan said, Mama, I like to read. I like to read my books. And Mama said, Yuan, come, help me cut the weed. And Yuan said, Mama, I like to read. I like to read my books. And Mama said, but Yuan, you cannot eat your books. You'll be hungry. You have to work on the land. But Yuan said, I like to read. I like to read my books. Now one day, there came the king to the village. And everybody bowed their heads and they said, oh king, why have you come? And the king said, I want people. I want people to help me in the palace. And everybody bowed their heads and says, oh king, we are farmers, we milk cows, we plant vegetables, we cut wheat. We don't know how to help you in the palace. And the king, he walked around and he said, I need people. And then out of the corner, there came Yuan's mother. And she bowed her head and said, oh king, oh great king, my son, he doesn't like to milk the cows. He doesn't like to plant the vegetables. He doesn't want to cut the wheat. He likes to read books. And the king said, okay, where is your son? He says, here is he. And he looked at his son and said, come with me to the palace. And Yuan, he went to the king, and the king was a good man. And of course, Yuan was a good man too. And he helped him so much to make the country beautiful, and all the people were happy. And the king loved Yuan, and Yuan loved the king. Now, there was another king, a bad king. And that bad king, he wanted to have more power and more land. So he called all his soldiers. His soldiers, go and attack that king. Attack that king. Attack. And the soldiers, they were many. And the king was bad. But you know, the good king, he had soldiers too. He didn't only have soldiers, he also had Yuan. And Yuan helped him fight the soldiers of the bad king. And the bad king and all his soldiers had to go home. Now, the bad king was not happy. He said, I will find my way. Now, in the palace, there was one of his friends. In the palace of the good king, there was one of the bad king's friends. And he started to talk to the good king. On Monday he said, King, Yuan is bad. But the king said, no, Yuan is so good. He helps me so much. He is so smart. He likes to read books. Tuesday, that man came again to the good king and he said, Yuan is bad. He said, no, he is so good, he is so good. Wednesday he came, he's so bad. Thursday, every day he said, he's so bad. And every day he said, he's so good. But on Sunday, he got tired. He said, stop it. I don't want to hear your talk. And he called Yuan. And he said, Yuan, you have to go. And Chu Yuan says, don't let me go. These are bad people. They are bad people. King said, Chu Yuan, you must go. And Chu Yuan went to the mountain. And he lived in a little house. And there he was reading his books and writing his poems. Then the bad king saw his chance. He called all his soldiers again, and they went, we've got attack. Let's go attack, 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 attack. And they attacked the good king. And this time the king was fighting and fighting. But he didn't have Chu Yuan. And he lost. And the good king was chased away. Now, the bad king had all of the land. And he was bad. He hurt the people. He said, money, give me more money. And he would cut their heads. He did bad things to the people. Chu Yuan, he was in his mountain. And he heard how the bad king was hurting the people. And he shook his head and he cried, why are good people the loser and the bad people are the winners? And he said, I don't want to live in such a world. And he jumped high from the mountain into the river. Now all the people loved Chu Yuan. And they got their boats and they started to row their boats. And they said, where is Chu Yuan? Where is Chu Yuan? And they looked for him for the whole day and the whole night. They put candles on the river water. And they called on the fish. And they said, don't eat him, little crabs and fish. Don't eat him, eat our rice dumplings. And they put rice dumplings into the water so the fish would not eat Chu Yuan. And they would row and row their boats and sing, don't eat him, little crabs and fish. Don't eat him, eat our rice dumplings. But that year, they didn't find Chu Yuan. The next year they went again, they didn't find. Until now, every year we look for Chu Yuan. We put candles in the water and we bring rice dumplings and we look for Chu Yuan because he was such a good man. Happy Dragonboat Festival!